your first homework. Because online, a lot of people have reported our teacher, Guruji, chanting it, or themselves chanting it, and it's really beautiful, it's really nice. Like even that is just a connection to what's going on with the planet in Ashtanga Yoga. Yeah, the beautiful thing about Ashtanga Yoga is as you start to learn standing series and a little bit of the first series, you'll see how much you get through today, and then the closing series, you'll always do those together, and then eventually you'll progress to the second series and the third series if you're interested at some point and start to study. Wherever you go in the world, you can do the same practice. So it really is this beautiful connection. Like even if you learn the standing series and that's what you have memorized and you don't have more than that memorized, you can go to an Ashtanga center or studio anywhere in the world and have a practice that you can do with others. So even from that, it's really beautiful. And different teachers might teach you a little bit differently. But the structure is that we start with the standing series, which grounds you and root you and align you and open you. And then you progress to seated series. The first series is a lot of forward bends. Any of you guys know this? Has anybody practiced Ashtanga before? Oh, the first seated series, which goes after standing, right? After you sort of warm up. The warm-up is metta in Ashtanga, as you'll see. And the seated series has quite a lot of forward bends, like basically every kind of forward bend you can do. And this releases all the tension through your spine. The reason for it is called yoga shikitsa, or yoga therapy. And the therapy, yogically, was taught from our teacher, from Guruji Tavi Joyce, who was our grandfather, and then from his teacher, Krishnamacharya, as yoga shikitsa, which translates to yoga therapy. That's the translation. And so that, right? So, thank you. So that's the translation, and that method is meant to release all tension from your spine and also start to work on the tension that we hold in our mind, because our minds and bodies are continuous, as we'll learn about today in yoga. And so you go through the first series, and so you can do it like butter. Right? Like butter, like somebody can just tap you and wake you up and and at that point, when a lot of the stiffness, in Sanskrit it's called when a lot of the stiffness is released from the body, in the Ashtanga method, then you go to a seated series that has a lot more back bends and nerve opening postures. And we also call them heart opening postures, but you really get your nervous system ready first. You really get your joints ready first. So that's like the theory, a very classical theory. The obvious conundrum with it is that a lot of us learning Ashtanga, we're not learning as little kids in India. You're learning as adults. You've already done a lot of yoga or a lot of other practices. So you're not exactly in the beginning, right? You're not exactly at the starting point. So where we start is a little more interesting. You're bringing things to the practice that are unique and are individual. However, we see that the system as a system is still stunningly beautiful and accurate. I'm going to be leading you through and correcting you a lot today. We're doing it as what's called a lead class. But the Ashtanga system is designed that if you're a student of Ashtanga, you learn the standing series, and then the seated series, and then the finishing series, and you do it at your own pace, and the teacher comes around and corrects you as you all breathe together. Did you guys know this? Mm-hmm. Oh, this is so good to know. It's called Mysore style Ashtanga, because it comes from an area in India where I studied called Mysore. And so you know your practice might be different than Leah's practice. The structure is the same, but you might go to different points in it, or you might be a little faster, you might be a little slower. And so the teacher just walks around and adjusts everybody. So it's like it has a luscious intensity to it. And then here what happens sometimes is Ashtanga gets translated as if it's power yoga, and everybody's trying to do it. When you learn it classically, I actually think it's more like what you guys are doing with AIReal Yoga, where there's stuff that's really strong, but then there's stuff that's completely relaxing, right? Like you hang out in a hammock. So Ashtanga Yoga as a practice, for me, actually had that quality. There are moments that are intense and beautiful, that you start to glide and ride them, because that's what your energy can hold. And then there are moments of intense, deep relaxation. Without that yin and yang, that's not the system as I learned it. That's not power through. In fact, our teacher would stop us. You know, if you're not in tune with your breath and not in tune with your rhythm, and you might hear this if you guys are interested in the future, you might hear that Guruji Tavi Joyce was famous for saying, "Good lady," or "bad man." And you didn't really say a lot. You know, you learn the practice, and if you did well, you go, good breathing, good breathing. And if you didn't do well, if you were rushing, if you were powering through, if you weren't on your rhythm, bad lady. And you didn't want to get, you did not want to get a bad lady. But you wanted to get that, So it was very well-paced, individually paced, and correctly paced as a practice. So it's kind of interesting for you guys also to know that off the bat. The rhythm is such an important part of Ashtanga Yoga as you're learning in all the aerial work that you're doing, right? The rhythm, the time that it takes for something to really happen is so important in Ashtanga Yoga. So it's not about somebody like screaming at you, like, go faster. No, that would be considered not the practice. So we see that happening, that people are equating yoga with like power or just action or activity, and it's not. It's not the way that it was taught classically in any way, shape, or form. But you all, I think, get that doing what you're doing, yes? So I think that's the last thing I'll say for now about Ashtanga Yoga before we come to a practice. I'm just looking for, I still didn't get the opening. Oh yes, I did get the opening. We'll have to organize this later, but can you just pass it around? Thanks. So this is the traditional opening mantra from my teacher, Guruji Tavi Joyce, and then from his teacher, Krishnamacharya, and that gives you a glimmer of what we call like lineage. We pass from one to the next. That's what we literally do, physically do in yoga. We pass from one to the next. So there's an incredible tradition of this practice being handed from one to the next. It's not a written tradition. We're trying to write everything down now. And there's some people saying, if it's not written down, maybe there's no proof of it. I think that's exactly the point. It's a tradition from person to person. It's nothing to prove, it's nothing to be like that, which is given from human to human, going back thousands of years, as we'll check out today. Isn't that cool? So I'm going to reorganize you totally. Would you like to face this direction as front?
Sure.
Here, because if you're in a circle, it's going to get really confusing. So that means there'll be some postures where you're facing the mirror. Is that okay? Mm-hmm. Traditionally, we don't face the mirror. There are no mirrors, no music, no anything. It's like you and the ground. Mm-hmm. You and the ground and the breath. But for today, we'll have this front because it's such a beautiful front. And then this will be our right side. So reorganize yourselves. Pulling back, I think you come forward just a little bit. And then reorganize yourselves so you're more of a period. And there's enough space. I'm little, but like leave me just this much so that I can demonstrate a little bit.
Is it okay if I record it?
I think it is being recorded.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
was thinking on my cell phone now.
So can I back up a little bit?
Yeah.
Thanks. Just a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
And see how this is, see how this is.
That's why I moved it over a little bit.
Yeah, stab a little bit. The reason being that when you do this, you'll poke your friends. And thank you for coming today for Ashtanga. Is this your whole class?
Yes.
Great. Are you guys loving your teacher training?
Yes.
Sounds like a really, really nice one. So usually we only chant through once, but I'm going to chant through twice just so that you get to hear it a little bit. some of the words, just some of them might start to be slightly familiar. Like maybe you've heard of Patanjali, or maybe you've heard of Om, or maybe you've heard this word Sant, which is in here, which means saint. Your mind might start to pick out little things that are familiar. But come to the very front of your mat, or if you do not have a mat, come to the front, and bring your big toes together. So you're standing a little bit like you're going to take off, right? Like you're in readiness. You're not exactly just like hanging out. So big toes are together and you're at the very front of the mat, and even that is a sign. I know when I come into class and somebody's at the front of the mat with the big toes together that there's a readiness. They've visited this language before. So we'll chant through twice, and you're completely welcome to chant with me, even if you're not sure what you're chanting. Just to try out the sounds in your mind and your body. And we'll start with Om and we'll finish with Om, and all of you can chant Om with me. Om Vande Gurunam Charanarvinde Sandarshita Svatma Sukhabodhe Nishrese Jangali Kamane Samsara Halala Mohashantiye Abahu Purushakaram Shankachakrasi Dharanam Sahasra Sirasam Shvetam Pranamami Patanjalim Om. Once more, try it out in your own voice. Om Vande Gurunam Charanarvinde Sandarshita Svatma Sukhabodhe Nishrese Jangali Kayamane Samsara Hala Mohashantiye Abahu Purushakaram Shankachakrasi Dharanam Sahasra Sirasam Shvetam Pranamami Patanjali Om. And would somebody like to read the translation in English? Thank you.
I bow to the lotus feet of the Guru, who awakens insight into happiness of pure being, who is the final refuge, the jungle physician, who eliminates the delusion caused by the poisonous herb of samsara, conditioned existence. I prostrate before the sage Patanjali, who has thousands of radiant white heads, in his form as the divine servant Anantana, and who has, as far as his arms, assumed the form of man holding a conch shell of divine sound, a wheel, discus of light representing infinite time, and a sword of discrimination.
Beautiful. Yeah. Isn't that a wild image? Yeah. So we yogis, yoginis, have taken sun salutations at the water's edge, at the sunset, at the top of mountains, in front of the universe with this attitude, and so are you. You're wielding the sword of discrimination. That's very timely. That's what's happening right now, right? You're wielding that sword of discrimination. You're also taking refuge from conditioned existence. Isn't that why you come to yoga? Right? Conditioned existence, we'll be talking about that later. You're taking refuge from that jungle in this practice. Oh, feels so nice. So big toes together. Exhale with your arms down long. Look straight ahead. With an ujjayi breath, inhale. And first time, just connect your palms. And oh, the sky is so nice through the ceiling. As you exhale, push the breath out. Find the ujjayi breath and come to touch your thighs very long and straight. Again, inhale, ujjayi breath along the back of the throat like an ocean. Palms together, and exhale the entire time down. Exhale through the full movement until your fingers touch. letting your breath warm up. Inhaling, that's nice, like an ocean. Inhale the entire time you rise, and exhale the entire time you lower your arms and your gaze. And take that a few more times on your own so you really feel tuned into your own breath. You are warming up by way of breath as much as by way of body. Notice how it takes you several times to really warm up your breath. It may not come the first instant. This is vinyasa. You get there on the breath. You flow on the breath. The breath is your light. It's your wind. Beautiful. And one more. Deepen the breath a little bit. Yes, room will sound like ocean. Inhale, deepen the breath, take the feet deep down into the earth. Exhale, push the breath out. You got it. And now into Surya Namaskar, into Sun Salutation. Inhale until your palms touch, your eyes are up. Exhale, fold until your palms touch the earth. You can bend your knees if you need to. Inhale, look out and away. Open your eyes, keep your fingers down. Exhale, you're welcome to walk back or jump back almost to the ground, pulling your elbows in, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift your knees, your thighs, your heart, your eyes. Strong exhale pushes you back to down dog. Beautiful. Inhale here. Exhale, measure your breath. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Relax your neck. Inhale to the top of your breath. Exhale, 3. Start to lift your ribs. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, 4. One more breath like this. Inhale. Relax your neck. Exhale. Pass the tip of your nose towards your ankles. Yes. Now look forward. Inhale and jump or walk through. And lifted, eyes open, heart lifted, big toes together. Exhale, fold, push the breath out. That was beautiful. Inhale, reach your heart forward. Reach out, and the breath as your palms touch. And exhale, come to stand and look straight out. You're just beginning to warm. Inhale, spread your toes, dive up, look up. Exhale, fold your body. Take the hands to the ground, bend the knees only if you need to. Inhale, look out and away, right? Light into your eyes, beautiful. Hands are down to the floor because exhale, as you step back or jump back, you need your hands. Yes, don't pick them off the floor. Right, almost to the ground, chaturanga dandasana, skimming the earth. Move through your arms, rise up, look up. Exhale, push the breath out strongly and look towards your ankles. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Hands and feet push evenly. Exhale, 2. Inhale, spread out the fingers. Exhale, raise the ribs. Beautiful. Inhale, feet hip width apart. Not wider, not narrower. And exhale, strong legs. And at the end of your 5th breath, please jump forward. This is too wide. Big toes together, and we'll all meet lifted. At the end of your 5th breath, jump forward. We'll cover that again, no worries. Big toes together, look out, extend out, lift and lengthen your spine. Now exhale, fold, spreading your hands, putting them to the earth. Inhale, spread your toes, reach your heart forward, dive up. Inhale, get there on the breath. And exhale, push the breath out. Samastiti, good. Come to the front of your mat because you're going to need it. Inhale, dive all the way up, place the palms together and look up. Exhale, fold forward, put your hands to the earth, big toes stay together. Inhale, look out and away. Extend your spine, beautiful. Exhale, jump back and walk back. Pull your navel in. Beautiful. Inhale, flow forward, out and up on the breath. Exhale, push back on the breath. Now 5 breaths, I'm not going to count, but I want you all to breathe and you'll hear everybody's breath. After your 5th breath, you'll jump forward. 5 breaths in your own count. So bring your feet hip width apart. Yes. look to your hands and bring your fingers to the same line. See how your right fingers are in front? And a little bit wider so they really support your shoulders and don't scrunch your shoulders. There you go. Now drop your neck. Look to your ankles. After your 5th breath, jump forward or walk forward and lifted eyes open, looking out. The morning, let light into your eyes. Exhale, fold to Uttanasana, look down past the tip of your nose. Inhale, reach your heart forward. Rise up, place your palms together. And exhale, Samasthiti, standing equally like nothing happened, maybe even smiling. Inhale, dive all the way up, spread your toes. Now you're getting like juicy warm. Exhale, reach out, forward and down to Uttanasana, big toes together. Inhale, look out and away. Trust your spine. Exhale, walk back or jump back. Or walk like you're jumping and don't land. Exactly. Inhale, upward facing dog. Swing the breath in. Powerfully exhale, downward facing dog. Swing the breath out. 5 breaths in your own rhythm. Taking time to breathe in completely and taking time to breathe out completely. Feet a little bit wider, teeny bit. Your thighs push up and back. Yes. And if you need to cheat for a moment and look to your fingertips to see that your middle fingers point straight forward, do it. If your middle fingers point straight forward, you're on the right track. You're making like a good floor plan for your body. At the end of the 5th breath, jump forward, big toes together, look out. And exhale, Uttanasana. Forward bend, look down past the tip of your nose. Inhale, extend your waist. Dive up, place the palms together. And exhale, push the breath out, Samasthiti. So it's very linear, but now we'll flow. Inhale. Inhale, bringing your arms and gaze up. Exhale, flow forward, bringing your palms to the earth. Inhale, look out and let light into your eyes. Exhale, jump back, but don't come to the earth. Be like an arrow. Gorgeous. Inhale, flow forward. Raise your heart, look up. Exhale, push the breath out. Look down past the tip of your nose. 5 breaths. Feet hip width apart. Listen to your breath. Hear your breath. Relax your neck. Keep the breath constant, a constant sound, a constant energy. See how the breath faded? You don't want to do that. You want to warm up the breath. And after your 5th breath, look forward, jump or walk through. Inhale, look out with your big toes together. Fingertips stay down. Exhale, fold, body to the thighs. Good, good, good. Reach out through your heart, reach out through your waist. Reach out and dive up. And exhale, push the breath out, pull the navel in, and shake yourselves out. How you guys doing? Who's new to like this form exactly like this? Sort of. You're the sort of, you guys have all done this before. Oh, that's what I'm saying, yeah. This form of sun salutation, who's new to it? It's very linear, right? So a couple of points. Oh, I'll ask you. When I keep saying keep your fingers down because you're gonna jump back, this sounds silly to say out loud, but as yoga teacher, you're learning you really need to articulate stuff. So if you're gonna jump back and you need your fingertips down, why is that?
So you don't let your face.
Yes, exactly. Like it's very practical. So you'll notice in the next round that you'll actually be off rhythm. You'll be off your own rhythm if you pay attention. If you know you're going to jump back or you know you're going to walk back but you have no hands, you're like interrupting your own rhythm and you don't want to jump onto your face. Nobody does. So it's, for me, doing this is actually not safe because your back bunches up a little bit. That's the tendency. The tendency, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but most people, especially if you're teaching, are not going to be in their core. They're not using their navel when they're here. And you don't have your hands. So like this is really safe. This is safe for anybody, you know, even if they're not doing a lot of yoga. But that's not safe. They're gonna hunch their back or pull their shoulders, or you're not in your own rhythm. So notice that if you're jumping back, there's a core strength. If you're stepping back, your hands are down, it immediately actually plugs you into your core strength. But this will not. That's my opinion. That's not to say there aren't variations that work about everything in this universe, but that's the method. So big toes together and we'll take Surya Namaskar B. Look straight ahead and exhale. Fingertips to your thighs. And inhale comes to lightning bolt. Utkatasana. Exhale the body to the thighs, spread the fingers and stretch the legs. Inhale, look out and away, get ready. And exhale, either walk back or jump back. Experiment with mountain method. Nice. Inhale, swing forward, look up. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Turn your left foot. Inhale, your right foot forward. Inhale all the way up to warrior one, exactly so. Exhale, back down, Chaturanga Dandasana or variation. You can put your knees down if it's too spicy. Inhale, draw the breath in. Exhale, push the breath out. Turn the left foot. Bring the right foot forward and inhale. Bring your left foot forward and dive all the way up. And exhale, back down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Almost to the ground. Or put your knees down if you need a variation. Inhale, swing up, look up. Exhale, push the breath out, look down. And I'll call again. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Stand on my feet. Inhale. Push your feet down. Exhale, 3. Nice. Lift your ribs up. Exhale, 4. One more breath like this. Inhale, push into my hands. And exhale, 5. It's release. Now please look forward, jump or walk back through. You come forward same way you went back. Look out. And exhale, fold your body to your thighs. Bend your knees, come up through Utkatasana. Inhale. And exhale, Samasthiti. Equal standing. Look straight ahead. Bend your knees, inhale, dive up, look up. Exhale, place your body on your thighs, stretch your legs as much as you can. Inhale, look out and away, big toes are still together. Exhale, jump back or walk back. Chaturanga or variations. Inhale, swing the breath deeply in and look up. Exhale, push the breath out and go back. Turn your left foot, step your right foot forward. Inhale to warrior one. Palms together, eyes up. Exactly so. Exhale, flow the breath out. Pull the navel in. If you need a variation, place these knees down. Inhale, swing the breath in. Your thumbs are spread. Exhale, push the breath out. Turn your right foot. Inhale the left foot forward. Only inhale to the top of the breath. Exhale, put the hands down. Pull the navel in. Pull the elbows in. Don't land. Inhale, upward facing dog, maybe a smile. Exhale, downward facing dog, look past the tip of your nose. Breathe in deeply. Clean your body, push the breath out. Nice. Inhale completely. Exhale, 2. Inhale deeply. Exhale, 3. Inhale completely. Exhale, 4. Relax your neck. Inhale powerfully. Exhale, 5. Lift your ribs. Yes, and please look forward. Jump or walk to your fingers. Inhale, look out and away. Exhale, fold to Uttanasana. Bend your knees. Inhale, dive up. You got it. Exhale, pull the navel in. So again, it's very linear, but now we're going to flow. Inhale, lift up like a bolt of lightning. Exhale, bring your body to your thighs. Fold this body. Inhale, extend your eyes and lengthen your spine. Beautiful. Exhale, that's getting better and better. Jump back or walk back like a long arrow. Inhale, flow the breath in, arc up, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward, Uttanasana. Turn the left foot, inhale the right foot forward. Inhale until your fingertips rise. exhale, pour the breath out into chaturanga or variation. Same again. Inhale, flow the breath in and look up. Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward mukha, downward face. Turn the right foot. Inhale, the left foot forward. Strong inhale to the top of your fingertips. Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, back down, almost to the ground. Extend your heart. Inhale, look up, lift up. Exhale, swing the breath out, downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths on your own. So you can hear and feel, yes, you can hear and feel each other's breath. Spread your fingers, spread your toes. And the breath sounds like an ocean. Relax your neck. Nice. Feel the way that your body immediately warms up. Oops. And exactly, after the 5th breath, please jump forward. Bring the big toes together, look out or walk forward. Exhale, fold. Fold and maybe fold a little deeper. Bend your knees. Inhale, rise up, look to the fingertips. Pull the navel in. Exhale, look straight ahead. I'm going to call it one more time. Hoo-ha. Now we're starting to simmer, right? Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward bend. Inhale, look out. That lightens your eyes. Exhale, Chaturanga. Navel draws in. Beautiful. Inhale, swing up and look up. Exhale, swing back and look past the tip of your nose. You've got the gaze now. Turn your left foot down. Only inhale all the way to warrior 1. And only exhale, chaturanga or variations. Again, only inhale as you look up. Only exhale as you look down. Good. Turn your right foot. Inhale your left foot forward. Inhale up to your fingertips. Exhale, back down. Only exhale. Yes. Inhale, swing up, look up. Exhale, swing back, look down. 5 deep breaths. 5 very complete breaths. Are your socks looking or your spine? Good. Okay, just gently. Step on my feet. Yes. Now push your thighs up and back. Push into it. Yes, oh my gosh. After your 5th breath, please look forward, jump or walk forward. And with your legs as straight as you can, move out. And then we'll all bow. We'll all exhale to Uttanasana together. Nice. Bend your knees, dive up like a bolt of lightning. Lift up fully. And exhale, drishti, your gaze is straight ahead, and shake yourselves out. You guys getting warm? Yeah. So that's the other thing I want to mention, that in Ashtanga Yoga, there's no need for pre-warm-up. Some of you are taking variations, but the variations you're still getting on the breath. You're still getting the only inhale, only exhale. So I don't know how many variations I'll be able to cover today, but know that as a practitioner and then as a teacher, it's the same method no matter where anybody is. Some people will be jumping up into handstands and down to chaturanga. You'll be doing that in a moment too. And some of you might be modifying and putting your knees down, but you follow the breath. You follow the breath. And everybody learns the same method. That's beautiful. So I'll show you, I'll give you one option for the last one. If you like, I have to find a place where the ground doesn't wrinkle. So if you like, as you jump back, we've been going straight back, but you can put your hands down and your feet up and land in chaturanga. So you can play with that if you like, right? That's all you're doing. You put your hands down and you put your feet up. Yes? No? Yes.
And then you land on the ball of your foot.
Yes, I'll show you again. So if you're practicing it, be like a little kid, you know, like jump. You can play in this world, it's all good. And then as you learn the technique, you put the hands down and land in chaturanga. So I'll give you a moment before we do the last sun salutation. Do that. Put your hands down and play with stepping into your hands like feet today. Exactly. And putting your feet up and your hands down. Like just, yeah, it's nice. Play with it a couple times. It feels good, it's fun. Yes, gets your body strong. It's also good for vitality. And if you don't want to do that, you don't do it.
Scared. Just send it.
Yeah.
And the idea is to land
Yes.
here already.
Yes. The idea is. Yes, that's great. That's great. Okay. Last one. And just know the full method. You can do all 10 like that eventually. All 10 rolling from handstand and landing. You're all smiling. Okay, so come and stand. Don't lay down. This class is just beginning. So exhale, look straight ahead and draw the navel in. And here we go. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Look down past the tip of the nose. Inhale, look out and away now for obvious reasons. Exhale, jump up and land in Chaturanga for variations. Inhale, upward, Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward, Mukha Svanasana. Turn your left foot. Inhale the right foot forward. Inhale to your fingertips in Vira 1. Exhale, Chaturanga or variation. Flow through it. Inhale, swing forward to upward facing dog. Look up. Exhale, swing back. Down. Turn your right foot. Inhale your left foot forward. Inhale to the fingertips. Exhale, Chaturanga or variations. Navel into Ujjayi breath. Inhale, swing forward, out, and look up. Exhale, swing back. 5 breaths. So in stillness, now you feel all the energy flowing. Relax your neck and strengthen your breath. And after your 5th breath, jump forward. Extend your spine and look out. Feel where your spine is stretched as you extend. And exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees. Inhale through Utkatasana to the top. Exhale, Samasthiti. Look straight out. Hands to your hips. Jump out a little bit. Draw your shoulders back. Exhale. Inhale, arc up and arc back. Rise up and exhale, fold forward. Take the first 2 fingers around your big toes and push your thumbs onto your toenails. Inhale, look all the way out. Exhale, fold down and past the tip of your nose. 5 breaths here. Inhale, feet a little closer. Exhale, 1. Inhale, this way. Exhale, 2. Inhale to the top of your breath. Feet closer. Exhale to the bottom of your breath. Inhale to the top of your breath. Feet closer. Exhale to the bottom of your breath. Yes. Once more, inhale to the top of your breath. Now feet a little bit closer. Exhale to the bottom of your breath. Now inhale, look out and away. Extend your spine where it needs to extend. Stick your hands underneath your whole foot. And then exhale onto your hands. Beautiful. Breathe in. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Lengthen the backs of your thighs. Exhale, 3. Your legs are like supports, like columns. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Long the lengths of the legs. Exhale, hollow the abdominals. Now, place your hands onto your hips and exhale. Extend your heart. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, jump back together. Jump out or walk out to the side. Legs wide. Good. Exhale, turn your left toes in. It's funny when everything is new again, right? Inhale, the right toes out, find your center. And on your exhale, come to Trikonasana. Shift your hips and reach out to the right side. Down for the shin, the ankle, and maybe the big toe. Keep your breath flowing. Even when I don't call the breath, I should have a little bit of a hard time hearing you. Yes, because your breath is flowing. Now take body, like you're almost falling back. Beautiful. So it lights up the back body. And there are different variations on Trikonasana, but we're going eventually for the big toe. So you're reaching in that direction. And you're holding your shin. Inhale, pull yourself up with the left arm. Exhale, turn your right toes in. Inhale, turn your left toes out. Shift, reach laterally. Exhale, down your shin. Hold on. Warrior calf for your big toe. Right fingers up. Inhale. Exhale, one. Almost falling back. Inhale. Exhale, two. Breathe right into here and round. There you go. Exhale, three. Nice. Turn your heart to the sky. Exhale, four. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, five. And inhale, rise all the way back up. And exhale, let that go. Shake yourself out. We're going to convene for a moment. How does that feel, you guys? So, a lot of times people are arching into Trikonasana, and eventually, if it's going to cause something, it would be backache or headache or shoulder ache. But what it doesn't do is align with the spiral nature of your center. Tell me your name one more time.
Aria.
I'm going to use Aria, is that okay?
Yeah.
So come over to Aria's world, and on either side, take a Trikonasana. So start again, come all the way back up. So she's very flexible. So for her, it's right. There you go, foundation. So find your center. And now exhale to Trikonasana. Good. Now she's doing it less, but come close so you can really see. So she was like arching way forward. Like this? Yeah, she was arching. And I said round your back. And if you round your back, you can come this way, laterally. Isn't that getting gorgeous? To really open it and keep breathing, Aria. So you keep lifting your hip, and now rotate your heart to the sky. That's the pose. It has an inner spiral.
So that really is feeling like you're falling back.
Yeah. And one more breath, arc your heart to the sky. Whew. And come all the way back up. How does that feel?
Good.
Is it like it's a long spiral that way, right?
So I'm just gonna go to these.
Yeah. So come back to your world, keep your Ujjayi breath going. And we're gonna take a long Trikonasana. So stepping out, we're jumping out wide. Exhale and turn towards the art gallery. Left toes turn in a little bit, right toes face back. Inhale, bring your left arm up. And as you exhale, reach your left arm forward and then across to your right leg. Maybe the arm rests there, you don't need a block. You can have one, but you don't need it. Or bring your fingertips down or bring your palm down on the outside of your right foot. Push into your hand or your fingers, turn your body and gaze to the right fingertips. Extend your right arm. Take 5 breaths there, experimenting, researching, breathing with your breath. On this side, the right hip goes back and the left hip comes forward. I know. Keep using the currents of your breath. And with your next exhale, hollow your abdominals and then windmill all the way back up. Left arm reaches first, right arm. Exhale, turn the right toes in towards the Om. Inhale, turn the left toes towards the Om. And as you exhale, you want to get this long reach that you were doing in Surya Namaskar. All the way across, 4 fingers down, that's the next stage, or palm down. And then turning this body to the left, look to your left fingers. Raval Trikonasana, beautiful. 5 breaths there. Sliding your fingers down towards me. Yes. One more breath. Have a slight cobra feeling in your upper body, slight back bend in the upper body. And windmill all the way up, face the mirror. And then exhale, jump to face me or walk to face me. Palms together like nothing happened. Inhale, jump out towards the mirror again. exhale, Utthita, Rajkonasana, extended long angle. So just as we do Trikonasana, you're already here, you're lifting the nice edge, right? This is the mistake that a lot of people will make. It's not that it doesn't feel good. You want to lift and open your top hip. Extend your eyes to your fingertips. If that's too much, you can look past your armpit and take 5 breaths there. Utthita, extended. Your left leg and your left arm are on the same angle. Keep your foot. Lunge one. Whew. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, turn your right toes in. Inhale, turn your left toes out. And all on the exhale, get there on the left. Long, extended angle. Not a lot of bumps, right? Long through the right side. Gaze to the right fingertips or past your arm. And take a few more breaths. Shoulder down. More down. Other down. So shoulder goes this way. Don't talk, breathe. Exhale, shoulder down. Good. Inhale, windmill all the way up. Exhale, turn your left toes in. Inhale, turn your right toes towards the arbor. And as you exhale, now take a really deep plunge. Bring your left elbow across. Maybe your fingers down if you're flexible. Keep your breath flowing. Place your palms together. And spin your heart to the right. On this side, keep your breath flowing. Your right hip draws back, and your left hip draws forward. And if your socks make you slide, certainly take them off. Louder breath. Heart reaching forward, forward, forward. And then yes, and then windmill all the way up. Exhale, right toes in. Inhale, right toes face the lotus. And exhale to a lunge. Right arm comes across, or maybe fingers down. Keep your breath flowing. Place your palms together. Spin your body to the left. Beautiful. 5 breaths. That back leg is mighty. Yes, you lift the back of your thigh as much as you can in the lunge. Your heart turns towards your thumbs, your heart moves forward. Hoo-ha. One more exhale, and then inhale, rise all the way up. Face the mirror. Toes point forward. Exhale, jump back to face the front. So we're kind of workshopping it a little bit today, but is anybody not warmed up? Right. So we have, once we learn the system, you have faith in the system, there's not a human being on the planet. If you bring in your dog watches, they'll be warmed up. Yeah. There's not a human being on the planet that won't get what they need during the system. It is very limited. But as you get it, you start to flow. So with that pause, were there any questions for the long turned angle?
So now we're prepared to start doing yoga.
You're warming up. These are the standing sequences. But yes, you're preparing yourself in your own rhythm. As you saw with the sun salutations, you don't have to pre-warm up. As you breathe, as your body warms up, you'll go further, or you'll breathe deeper, or you'll feel more centered. Like all of the things that need to happen within the menu of Ashtanga. And if somebody's beginning just like going like this, like you could have a student that just the first day just does that. That's a lot. Most people are not aware of their mind, their body, and their breath. Like that can be a legitimate practice, just to do that, and then you hug that person.
Question.
Uh-huh.
So in this, the back foot is slightly turned out, and so if the
Turned in. Turned in, yes. Yeah.
So then if the pinky toe starts to come off, is it more of shortening the stance rather than?
If the pinky toe starts to come off, then you're stressing the inside of the knee over time, but you're not connecting to the back of the thigh.
Okay.
Since we're workshopping it a little bit, can I show you?
Yeah.
Okay, so come to Lea's world and take a lunge either on that side or either side that you want. Yeah, that's good. And then come into the long turned angle. So I can hold her here. Now resist me, pull against me. Now lengthen your heart forward and turn. Yeah. So So we call that hugging the muscle to the bone. It is. And come all the way back up. How does that feel?
Good, a lot more space.
Okay, so we're going to show it on the other side, and then for today, we're breaking the flow a little bit, but it's important. It's called teacher training. So for today, you'll practice assisting each other there. So do the other leg so I can show everybody. Thank you. Of course. So her stance is really good. You know, she's not like coming from some place that's ridiculous or coming from something that's so tight that it's not a reality. It's really nice. It's really in line with her. So come into the long angle, and this is a long turned angle. Right? It's a long turned angle pose. That's exactly what it is. So I'm not going to hold on to her knee because that would be mean. I'm going to find her muscle, and I'm pulling back so she can resist me. Yeah. So resist me.